Yo, good people! Take a minute and look around you. What do you see? In the society, or TVs, social media, do you see chaos, disaster, and all this madness going around? Well, you have clicked in the right place. Because here, we are all about love, peace, forgiveness, unity, and good vibes. Lots of good vibes. Straight out of Africa with all types of videos. Kindly watch till the end and spread this message of love. Spam the like button and leave a comment. Tell us where you're watching from, man. Big up to yourself. Let's dive in.
According to Psychology Today, 73% of Gen Z reports that they don't have any friends and feel completely lonely. And I know that's true because I see you guys in my comments saying the same thing. So let's talk about it. There are a couple of factors that are contributing to this generation being lonelier than ever, and quite frankly, it breaks my heart. A couple months ago, came across a YouTube video of a kid who was 25, and he was talking about how he had no friends. That video hit some 1 million views, something like that. And the comments, there were thousands of people in the comments that were like, oh, I'm 25 or younger, and I also have no friends. Oddly enough, I was so heartbroken by seeing that I was like, wait a minute, what if I made a Facebook group and dropped the link in this YouTube video? What would happen? Would all the lonely people like get together in a group and not be lonely? That Facebook group now has 500 people in it. And so it's almost like a social experiment that made me realize people really are lonely. And I figured out what's happening. Number one is, past the age of, let's say, 18 or even 21, if you've graduated college, all of your built-in social mechanisms are gone. So in high school, you're forced to be with your friends every day. In college, you live with those friends, right? There's built-in social systems. You have to hang out. They're your neighbors, right? You're going to study together. You all have the same class. So you get together for study dates. You probably work in the same neighborhoods, blah, blah, blah. Even in our early careers, right? A lot of times we make friends with people that we work with because everyone is single. We all work at the same place. We're here every day. Let's be friends. Then a really curious thing starts happening around 22, 23, 24, 25, which is that people start getting in serious relationships that are long-term. People start getting married and people start having kids, which means that even the people that you work with that were your social circle, now they have to go home and like walk their dog and feed their kid, and they have to go home and be with their husband. So they're not going to be out at happy hour every night with you. And eventually these social interactions get lesser and lesser and lesser, because even though you're in the same social place with these people, i.e. work, everyone has separate lives that are starting to stack up on one another. The other thing though, social media, right? We're connected to a lot more people, but the relationships are not deepening. So you may have a lot of people following, but you're not actually deepening the relationship and creating a friendship offline. Something else that I thought was interesting about the Psychology Today article was that they said, the ability to learn stuff online is actually part of what's breaking down our social circles, because before you had to go ask a friend or a neighbor or a mentor or your teacher or whatever to teach you something. And now you can just go to YouTube. So technology is actually lessening all the reasons that we deal with people. And so it's making everyone lonelier than ever. And so if you feel like you don't have any friends, you're actually not weird. You're not alone. You're a part of 73% of people that feel that way. But I would like to discuss what the hell we can do, because this makes me very sad. So drop down in the comments. Do you guys want a link to that Facebook group? Should we be doing Zoom calls, chats, whatever the crap? Let's figure it out, because loneliness can really hurt your mental health. And I don't want y'all to be sad. Love you.
If you want to keep your vibration high, you got to stop doing these three things. Once you cut these out, your vibration is going to be like this. Off the charts. The third one is crazy, but they're all good. All right, number one, you got to stop comparing yourself to other people. Comparison is said to be the thief of joy, okay? Your life is beautiful, is special, is unique, is amazing. The second you compare it to somebody else, you get all sad. Because there's always going to be someone better or have more money or blah, blah, blah than you, but no one is you, okay? Your life is uniquely beautiful and it's amazing, so hone in on that. All right, number two, you got to stop expecting things to happen. There's no way to predict how your life's going to play out. And when we expect things to happen and they don't, we get sad again. So instead of having all these expectations, just let go. Ride the wave, be in the flow, be happy. All right, number three, you gotta stop thinking that you're only this small little puny human. You are the entire universe, my friend, experiencing itself through this human. So yes, your day-to-day life is through this avatar, but who you really are is a divine being. So stop feeling powerless and small and start feeling like an infinitely abundant being, because you are one. you guys like this one, just DM me on Instagram for a free PDF. All right, peace and love.
Much love to everybody, man.
Starting a series on how I raised my energy, things I started doing, things I stopped doing, whatever, because I keep rambling on here about how much better my life has gotten and I'm not giving anyone any more details. So number one, I stopped having conversations that were a lower vibe, a lower energy than where I was carrying myself. I know that sounds selfish, but it is what it is. You have to put yourself first. For example, I was on the phone with my mom the other day telling her about this great idea that I had, and immediately she was like, no. And I was like, look, no hard feelings, love you, but I can't have this conversation right now. Hold on, I recorded it, I'll show you.
I really can't talk to you about this. I'm being so honest. I don't mean to sound like a bitch, but I really my energy has been so high and this is really bringing it down and I don't feel like waking up depressed and sad tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. Then you don't need to worry about it.
Okay, that's fine. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
That's just one example, but I also think that this happens a lot in conversations with friends. If you have a friend that's like a chronic complainer, try and reframe the conversation. That's what I do, because venting and stuff is important. You can't, if someone's upset about something, you can't just cut them off. You know what I mean? That's rude. That's fucked up. So what I'll try and do with my friends is if I see like one of them struggling or they're really upset about something, then I just try and help them reframe it. And I put it in a higher vibration, or if it's something bad that it's not fixable, then I'm like, look, you know what? This is for a reason and you're going to learn something. So let's think about it in a good way. I'll reframe any sort of negative conversation and try and look at the positive side of it. Because why are you going to stay down here when you can be up here, you know? However, one important caveat is you need to pay attention to how often this happens, because it's okay if a friend has to, like, that's life. Things happen and that's what friends are for. But if you have a friend that's constantly complaining about things or constantly talking bad about people or constantly just not trying to improve, I think that's beyond the conversations. And I think maybe that's a friend that you might need to put some distance between yourself with, because you can't get up here when you have a rope pulling you down. But I think that's pretty much it for this episode. If you're having conversations that don't align with who you want to be or where you want to be, stop having them. Literally, just like the video clip, just say that the conversation isn't serving you right now. You don't have to be rude about it. You can just be like, look, love you. Can't have this conversation right now, and wait until it's a better time, or reframe it. Or if there's a person that's constantly negative in your conversations or lower vibes, gotta cut them off. Have to. It's the only way you're gonna get better.
Bill, what the fuck? Stop. We don't live here. So, how did you know his name was Billy? Chester told you. How many times have you met him?
Oh, darn. Quite a few.
Quite a few. Do you know my name?
No.
But you know my horse's name.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit? What's your name?
Mike.
Mike. A pleasure meeting you. So what do you know about Billy?
I know he's gentle, and he ends up over here a lot.
That is the truth.
Billy.
Be nice to Mike.
I know he wants to do it. There's some over there. Billy, stop.
Bill. Does he bother you, Mike?
No.
How do you feel about having a wild horse as a neighbor?
I don't mind at all. In fact, I've had him over in my yard before.
And you don't mind it?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I like horses.
Well, thanks, Mike. Really? Ooh, be careful.
Pryor, Oklahoma.
Oh, wow. I mean, they feed him over here. Yo, come home. Please come home. There's not a horse I know in the world that can just, y'all, we live nowhere near here. Like, we live miles down the road. He knows exactly how to get here. And he comes here whenever the fuck he wants. Hey, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You look amazing.
Oh, there's some good vibes people.
Okay, explain this to me. Here I have a little contraption with a stick figure like so. Stick figure fits perfectly inside this contraption. And we have these corner things to just secure the pieces together like that, okay? And we have these plastic sticks, right? Watch. It actually penetrates through the stick figure. Not just one, not just two, but every single hole like this, right? See? It goes in. You can see from all sides, front and back, right? More. Here, one on the arm, and then 4 more on the legs. That's 1, that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And even the last one, watch carefully. This one can also penetrate through, right? And once they are all out, and I remove these corner pieces, look, it is still trapped inside this contraption. What?
How is that even possible?
It's so important to raise your vibration, and it's even more important to raise your vibration before you go to bed. Okay, here's a quick summary why it's important. When your vibration is high, you manifest things fast. And I'm talking about thoughts become things in the same day or 24 to 48 hours. It's pretty cool. And when you're in a high vibration, you attract everything that's on that vibration. That's abundance, love, peace, purpose, joy. And the opposite is the same when you're in the low vibration. It's problems and like really people that you don't want to be around, right? So how do you keep your vibration high at night? Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, what am I grateful for? 2, what did I do right today? And 3, what do I want to experience tomorrow? What do I want to create? What emotions do I want to experience? Ask this 3 questions for the next 3 nights and your life will change.
So please help spread this message of peace, love, and unity.
Plain sight. How are they gonna explain this? We got them now. What are they gonna say about this now? You know, I don't even know how these giants fit in these caves. Maybe you know something that I don't. Are these giants mythical or magical to fit in there? Is it a trap? Maybe there's different sizes of creatures in there? We don't know. But we did find something else, an exit, about 7 miles away. Kinda creepy. But you know what? Even creepier is what the nearby residents are seeing in their backyard, in their farms, on their land. Look closely. See these creatures? Got them on camera. What are they gonna say about this? How are they gonna cover this one up? It's all out. It's all coming out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is insane. Look how tiny people are compared to them.
Follow to see more videos that will make you say what the fuck.
Let me introduce you to the creepiest toilet I've ever seen, and one that you could not pay me enough to use. It's in this house that is a very cute house. Needs a little bit of work, but it's an old house. So we're in the master bedroom. Got built-in closets, like they built them out. There's a door over here, like a closet, right? See this sweeper. It's odd for a closet door, but we'll go with it. Open the closet door. Sure, perfectly normal. Closet, window in the closet. Strange, but why is there a door in a closet? Light switch, the door to the basement. It's in the closet. Don't know why, but sure. I am 6 foot tall. This gets very short. Very short. I have to duck very low to get under this. Come into the basement. Everything's normal, right? Basement. Normal basement. Sure. What is that? No. No, no, no. Would not ever sit down on this toilet with my back to the crawl space of a 100-plus-year-old house. And there's not, like, this light is right here, but that light switch doesn't work. So you want me to sit here with no light with that? No. That light down there, you have to walk down here and pull the chain to turn this light on. Absolutely not.
Oh, what
When you vibrate on a high level, you are going to trigger a lot of people. Let me say that again. When you are vibrating energetically on a high level, you will instantly trigger a lot of people. And you may ask yourself, like, why me? Why do people pay me out to be the villain? Why do I just walk into a room and some people just automatically don't like me and I did not even say anything? It's because of your energy. The majority of people on this planet they don't even know what energetic vibration is. So when you have the type of vibration that's very high, people that are not on that level vibrationally, they might take offense to your energy. This is what you have to understand. The majority of people are not aware enough to even know what energetic vibration is. So when they meet someone like you, it might force them to look within themselves and start to question things within themselves that makes them feel uncomfortable because you are vibrating so high that you make people look inward. And that might be uncomfortable for someone that's never done that before.
Oh.
Staying in a high vibration is incredibly difficult, but here are a few of the qualities I've recognized in the highest vibrational people I know. Each of them have this unique ability to witness their life, to witness their mind and their thoughts, to witness their physical body and their emotions, and to actually detach from them, to sit in the seat of the observer. They are constantly seeking growth and expansion. This isn't from a self-serving place. They know they've been brought here to forge a path, to shepherd in a new way of living, so they push their consciousness to its maximum capacity. They prioritize self-care, whether this be exercising, practicing mindfulness. They understand the importance of the body and having a clear mind and body connection. They make it a priority to connect with nature. Nature rejuvenates them. It replenishes their energy. They feel a deep connection to Mother Earth. They embrace challenge. They understand challenges are simply stepping stones to support their evolution, to support their growth. Challenges are opportunities to personally grow and transform. They practice positive self-talk. They realize everything carries a frequency, including words and thought, so they are mindful of how they speak to themselves. They use self-inquiry and intention setting to catalyze their growth. They are masters at asking themselves targeted questions that eventually lead to clarity on their next steps. And last but not least, they seek guidance from a higher power. They realize that we are co-creating this reality alongside an infinitely intelligent organizing power that works in the background to support us. This is God, Spirit, Source, Infinity, the universe. These are just a few of the qualities highly vibrational people embody. Let me know in the comments what should be added to this list, and shoot me a follow for more videos like this. Love you guys. Peace.
Yo, good vibes, people. Thanks for watching up to this far, man. Much love and respect to yourself. You see, in the comment section, some people were asking for the two science videos, and which is somehow creepy because in our previous episodes, we have really talked much about it. But anyway, you shall be seeing those videos too, and high vibrations videos. Leave a comment of what you think about them. You see, much love to yourself for watching up to this part. Kindly watch till the end and help spread this message all over the globe, all over this earth. the message of love, peace, forgiveness, unity, and a lot of love. Good vibes till the end. Just keep watching, man.
Hey y'all, look how realistic this mask looks. And that's not even real hair, bro. But the mask makes it look like it's real hair. This some scary stuff, bro.
I don't see one single snow. It snowed pretty hard. It's snowing really hard in the mirror. And then what I said is no.
It's all clear.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Alright, so it's moving. But wait, when we start moving, it looks like it's still. And then you can tell it's moving again. That's so crazy.
That's wild.
No. My fear is happening. My fear is happening of not being able to get to my car in a parking garage. There's my car. Yep, okay. If I go down that way, that brings me down. So, I'm walking up. But when I round the corner, nothing. So now I'm coming back down. I'm so confused. I know I'm on level 3, but like, why can't I get right there? I'm gonna have to freaking hop the barrier. I saw another girl's TikTok on this once, and this was the same thing. And it was like an obstacle course. Why? I don't understand. Help me. See, now I just walked from up there. That's going back down. That's not where I need to be. Do I jump the ledge?
Oh, just jump. Why not jump over?
Lately, I've been tagged in a number of videos, just like this one, where people are claiming they're seeing 2 suns in our solar system, or a planet known as Nibiru next to our sun. But a very important clue as to what these people are likely seeing is in this video. I want you to listen closely.
Why can't I see it? I don't know. Why is it just my phone?
These people, and I would venture to say the majority of people who are seeing something like this, are not looking up in the sky and seeing 2 suns with their naked eye. They're seeing it through their phone camera, and not all of the phone cameras, just one phone camera in this case. Meaning what we are likely seeing here is a case of offset lens reflection. According to metabunk.org, offset lens reflections occur when a flat piece of glass, such as a filter, is in front of a camera, but it's tilted slightly away from the plane of the camera, either accidentally or deliberately. When combined with a second flat optical surface, like a protective cover on a cell phone, or a second filter on a larger camera, or even a pane of glass, you get a fainter reflection of the sun, offset from the actual sun, in the direction of the tilt. Now, I want to credit the YouTuber Mick West from metabunk.org for what I'm about to show you, because he's got a great video demonstrating this phenomenon.
The offset reflection, as you can see as I move the camera, it moves exactly in line with the sun, as you would expect if it was fixed in the sky. However, if I rotate the camera, you will see the offset reflection moves in the opposite way to the rest of the scenery, because it's moving with the tilt of the piece of glass that I have in front of the lens.
Personally, I would think most rational people would understand that if they're seeing 2 suns in their phone camera, but they look up in the sky and there's not 2 suns, it's something going on with their phone, not the solar system. And if you want to test that, simply rotate your phone, as Mark did in that video, to see if the second sun rotates with the phone. Now, if you do happen to look up into the sky with your naked eye and see what appears to be 2 suns, you're likely looking at something akin to a sundog, like we see here. Or in very, very rare cases, you might be seeing something like this, which was seen in the skies over China not long ago, which scientists believe to be a form of atmospheric refraction, not reflection. I hope that clears it up. Sleep well, and remember that death comes for us all.
Please share your thoughts on that.
The sun
man.
is not on fire. If there is no oxygen in space, then how does the sun burn? The sun glows because it's basically a huge ball of gas, and the gravity in its heart is so strong that it is forcing hydrogen together so closely that it forms helium. This process is known as nuclear fusion, and we are trying to replicate it here on Earth right now. There are 20 fusion reactors around the world right now, trying to heat up gases to 100 million degrees Celsius. This is more than 6 times the temperature of the sun. So if we want to solve the world's energy problem, then maybe we need to learn from the sun.
Okay.
You know, there's a miraculous nature of cats. And Allah gives a secret in every animal. So we talked about the reality of the ant, how he communicates and lifts what, 30 times to 20 times his weight. How do you do that? And you have little tiny legs and a big belly. Little tiny legs lift 20 times or 30 times his weight. So Allah wants us to know that, I don't know why people think it's so difficult. It's because maybe people lack faith. But then look at the cat, that the cat catches things by its zikr. They don't like too much to be touched, they don't want too much affection because they got work to do. When they begin to make their zikr, they can clean out a space that they know when negative and nefarious energies are entering. As soon as they begin their zikr, they can start to attack and to capture things. And spiritual things don't like cats because of their very powerful dhikr. They can come near somebody and begin through sound therapy heal somebody. They say the bone, which is the most difficult part of human body to heal, that takes so much time, the purring and the dhikr of the cat heals the bones. What about then things that are moving through humans, because the unseen world is 10 times our world, for people not to be disturbed. But jinn are not only creatures that come and say hello to you, the jinn world means the snakes, the roaches, spiders, jinn creatures that we can't imagine, 10 times the human race. So your home is filled with these creatures. This is what gives people disease and sicknesses and difficulties. If it attaches to people, it makes them to be in pain or sickness and difficulties. What's one of the powers of the cat? They clean out these things. So the cat comes into an environment and look like he's jumping around, running around when he's a little bit more mature, but all night long he's catching things. So by daytime he has to recharge his battery like the jinn world, because he's active when they're active because he's dealing with them. So in daytime you see him sleeping, so this guy's sleeping, this is a worthless tenant, he doesn't even pay rent. But he's sleeping to recuperate because all night long he was cleaning the house with his zikr and chasing and doing every kind of thing, and he doesn't need to do much, he just sit, he start making dhikr, his zikr can capture and begin to capture creatures. So may Allah gave this in a cat. You don't think insan whom has at least the knowledge to read the kitab and the book and make their connection with Prophet how powerful they are. Then a UFO guy came, and a very famous UFO guy, he sat down and said, okay, tell us, you talk so much about UFOs, how do you communicate with UFOs? And he says, this is all subconscious work. You literally train, meditate, you can send your spirit into their ships and communicate with them. He's literally was trying to teach muraqabah on Sci-Fi Channel because they're understanding. Science people are at least now understanding, wait, we are a very powerful being. Are you telling me you're just relying on this flesh and blood for something? But Allah gave us, especially people who believe and follow Prophet immense power. You know that when you connect and you make the connection that where you can send your soul and what that soul can do, and there's not a thing moving in these areas that the soul of awliya are not watching, monitoring and entering. They enter into every area, there is nothing restricted for them. There's no restricted area. Their soul enters and monitors everything. This is Allah's izzat and might. So imagine then the power and the power of the soul. Then you understand, if you really understood the power of the soul, why are they making us dumb? Why are they giving us these devices? Why are they putting on these ridiculous TV shows and social media apps? Why? So that God forbid you should ever open your heart and your spiritual ability. You would enter into all of their areas, you would monitor and see exactly what they're doing, especially those whom have a key to the heavens because they believe in La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah, most powerful key in all of creation. That's why they don't want it and they don't like it, and they say, use this social media, use these devices so that never open your heart. But a day is coming and they can't keep that hidden forever, inshaAllah. People will be astonished how much they were lied to and how much power the soul has, how much power the heart has. And they were fed trash instead of the treasures of the heavens. That's when a great revolt will begin, when people are really awakened to see what has been sort of what type of a hood was put upon their head, of what the potentials of the soul and this entire creation, its potential and its ability, and to be limited to the garbage that's being offered and the realities that are being offered from dunya. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al Fatiha. Yes, it's recommended to get a cat. If everybody heard that about the cat, anybody who can have a cat and is not going to destroy all your furniture or your apartment doesn't allow it, then it's recommended to get a cat, inshaAllah. Have a lot of power. InshaAllah bi niyat khatm khawjikan.
That's interesting.
5 signs you're aligned to a high vibrational frequency. Number 1. Animals and children are drawn to you. You're on a high vibrational frequency if you're like a magnet to animals and kids, because your frequency is a match to their high pure frequency. Number 2. Strangers easily approach you. If you find that strangers stare at you like you're familiar, smile at you, even stop to talk and open up about things that they wouldn't usually tell people, you're likely vibrating at a higher frequency. Number 3. You experience synchronicities. Synchronicities are often thought of as little coincidences, but they're much more than that. In fact, synchronicities are one of the signs that your manifestations are coming true, which typically only happens when your vibrational energies are in alignment. Number 4. New relationships feel effortless, like attracts like, so as your vibrational energy increases or you begin vibrating at a higher frequency, you'll attract people on the same journey as you. Because of this, you may feel like even though you haven't known certain people for long, you connect on a deeper level that may even feel like you knew them in a past life. Number 5. Everything is working out in your favor. There are some people who always seem to get the short end of the stick. At a glance, it's easy to just call them unlucky.
Oh my God!